Thank you. And the next speaker now, on behalf of the FDD group, is Ms. Seymour for 2.5 minutes.
Floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Again, this Parliament and the Commission show that they are out of touch with the public opinion. The British public have many times rejected road tolling and road pricing, and since your attempts have failed to implement road charging on British cars, you have now set your sights on HGV drivers. This report will only lead to increased costs to hauliers, like all forms of hidden taxation that will pass on to the public. With the rising tide of Euroscepticism, how do you think the public will feel when their services and food become more expensive because you have increased transport costs? UK hauliers have already been hit hard in the pocket by paying for unnecessary training from the EU's Driver's Certificate of Professional Competence. This was an insult to the common sense of long-standing hauliers. Not only did this cost far too much for the self-employed, it has actually caused a huge shortage of hauliers in the UK. So what is your answer to this problem? To make drivers pay even more to use the roads that they have already paid for, through fuel duty, HGV users levy and then VAT to top it off. This is just bonkers. Hauliers already have far too much paperwork to do when dropping goods off in the UK, and the last thing they need is more paperwork. If you carry on at this rate, each driver will need a personal assistant and a filing cabinet in their truck just to meet your demands. In summary, this report will increase the cost of goods for our citizens, exacerbate the shortage in this industry, and increase the bureaucratic burden on drivers across the UK. That is why I am calling all of you to vote in favour of my rejection amendment tomorrow. Thank you, Chairman.